You're listening to The Money Hour with your host, Tina Mitchell, on Alternative Talk, AM 1150. Now, back to the show with local mortgage and finance expert, Tina Mitchell.
Welcome back to The Money Hour with your host and mortgage expert, Tina Mitchell, right here on 1150 AM KKNW, the Saturday, September 16th show, bringing in expert advice and inside knowledge on today's events in our local economy and how it can affect your money. If you're hearing my show at a different time or day, you are listening to a rebroadcast. You can call the show at 1-855-400-1150 or go online to themoneyhour.com to discuss anything regarding money with the guests that I have on the show today or anything that you'd like to hear in the future. I'm always open for topic discussions. And in studio right now, I have Sondra Earley with Earley Insurance Solutions, Medicare Matters, and I would imagine early planning for Medicare matters as well, right, Sondra?
You're right, Tina.
Yeah, Sondra, thank you so much for coming back in studio.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
And a little bit about Sondra. Sondra has been as insurance professional for over 15 years with progressive experience in individual and Medicare insurance, as well as personal lines of commercial lines insurance. Sondra has proven track record and reputation for working timelessly for her customers and is known for her customer relationship building skills. She is highly skilled at providing training, coaching, and consultation. Sondra is owner of Earley Insurance Solutions in Bellevue, Washington. She would enjoy assisting you with any insurance needs. Feel free to call her at 425-681-3253, or you can email her at earleyinsuranceSolutions@gmail.com. And today, Sondra, we're going to talk about Medicare and how Medicare matters and substantially matters to what you need to prepare for. So first, let's start out with what is Medicare, because sometimes people get that a little bit confused with Medicaid, which we'll do the difference here in a second.
Medicare is a federal program that began in 1996. It provides guaranteed health insurance for people who are age 65 or over, or younger folks who qualify on the basis of disability.
Okay, so I know a lot of people do get confused with the difference between Medicare and Medicaid. Could you break that down for my listeners, Sondra?
I certainly can. Medicare is a federal health program. It's an insurance program. Medicaid is a state and federal funded program. It provides health coverage for people with lower incomes.
So what are the different parts of Medicare, Sondra?
So I talk about it in terms of the A, B, C's, and D's. So we'll talk about Part A, which covers the hospital insurance portion, pays for cost of inpatient stay in hospitals. Part B is medical insurance. It pays for the doctor's visits, the outpatient services, and the test. Part C is called Medicare Advantage. It's an alternative to the coverage option for original Medicare. Part D covers the cost of outpatient prescription drugs.
So a lot of times people get seem that it's confusing, but really you make it sound, I mean, you break it down, it's actually pretty easy to do the comparison. So when do you enroll for Medicare, Sondra?
So when you're turning 65, you're aging into that form of medical care. You have a 7-month window. So often I'll show the cake on the calendar. It's 3 months before, 3 months after, and the month of your 65th birthday.
Got it.
So if you're younger than 65 and receiving Social Security disability benefits and have something like end-stage renal disease, you must wait 24 months.
Okay. And then how do you sign up for Medicare?
Well, often you can go to the local Social Security office. Mm-hmm. And I ask my clients and prospects to go there because often they have that face-to-face contact with a Social Security staff member. You may see something on your records that's not quite true. Or you can sign up online for Medicare A, Part A, and Part B.
Got it. So what is original Medicare?
So original Medicare is traditional Medicare. It's Part A and Part B.
Okay.
Often folks really do have only original Medicare.
And what about Medicare Advantage?
Medicare Advantage plans are provided by insurance companies, and that is Part C. So Medicare Advantage plans are what we call the all-in-one plan. Many of them do provide for Part A and Part B and Part D, the all-in-one plan.
Got it. The all-in-one plan sounds like a good plan.
Yes.
So, Sondra, what is Medigap settlement insurance, and how does age play into that?
So Medigap supplemental plans are basically insurance plans for people who have turned 65 years of age. I call it Medicare on steroids. So what it's going to allow you to do is have Part A and Part B only with a few extra benefits. It provides you access to any physician who is contracted with Medicare anywhere in the United States. So no access other than that card and that plan. Of course, you'll have to provide Part D, the prescription drug plan, for your benefit package.
So, Sondra, what about special needs plans?
Special needs plans. So for folks who are low income or dually eligible, they will have both Medicare and Medicaid.
Okay.
So many low-income folks just stop with original Medicare, but insurance companies now are providing special needs plans. We call them SNP plans for people who are seniors or younger people with disabilities. It's a very robust plan, and they should be aware of that.
Yeah. So again, one more shout out there for having expert advice, so you can make sure that you're getting the right plan and you're strategizing for the best results for your family financially.
Absolutely.
So, Sondra, how much does Medicare cost?
Medicare can cost different pricings or different premium depending on what your health needs are, what geographic location you're in, and what economic strata you're also in. So it depends on how much you pay for Medicare depends on which plan you choose. So, as I said, a lot of folks are still on Medicare, the original Medicare. Some are on the special needs plans. Some folks that like the access are on supplemental plans, which cost a little bit more. And then there's the Med Advantage plans, which you get probably may get a better premium, but the access is confined to a network.
Got it.
You have to be sure your doctor's in the network,
Yes.
your hospital's in the network, and that plan, Part D included, provides for your prescription drugs.
Got it. Okay. So are there penalties for late open enrollment?
Yes, there are penalties. So let's start one way. If you're currently employed, you may also have Part A of Medicare and not B, because your employer is providing for your outpatient medical coverage.
Okay.
All right. Some folks they're detached from their employer, and so now they're eligible for Medicare. If you don't sign up when you turn 65, you may be facing a 10% premium increase. It's a penalty.
Wow.
And how you calculate that is basically 1% times the average amount that you would ordinarily pay, the national average, times the number of months you should have had coverage that you didn't.
Wow.
Okay.
So you want to really make sure that you stay away from those penalties.
Absolutely.
Having that knowledge. Right. So where can you get help, Sondra, in understanding the Medicare maze?
The Medicare maze. So there's Medicare.gov.
Okay.
That's a good place for folks who are, on the computer. There are booklets out called Medicare for Dummies. If you can access the AARP website, your Social Security Administration, and of course you can talk to sales agents like me. We are also providing seminars in various locations that you can go to to understand the total ramifications of what Medicare is all about.
Yeah, and that's where I first met you, Sondra, as I was listening to you give a presentation. I have to say in person, you're you're a pleasure to talk to behind mic as well. But listeners don't get a chance to see you, and you're actually really shine up there on stage. So really appreciate how you're helping people understand this. So let's talk a couple minutes about the benefit of using an insurance agent like yourself.
Right. So many people think that we will charge you a fee. We do not charge a fee to go over your plan with you. That is, the commissions are paid for by the company. We are basically field marketing folks. Okay. So whether it takes 10 minutes or 2 hours or more time than that, we basically start from a needs assessment approach to help you understand what it is and what opportunities are available for you. You, the customer, the prospect, is the decision maker.
Sure.
Okay.
So, Sondra, why would everyone not use an insurance representative like yourself to help navigate and walk them through this maze instead of trying to go online and get information that way?
Depends on their educational level.
Okay.
So there are opportunities to go to Social Security. There's a lot of online opportunities to sign up. If people don't want to sit down with you because they're afraid, they don't want to sound like they don't have enough knowledge, they would shy away. But why wouldn't they come?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm wondering. So as we wrap our time up here, Sondra, in really helping my listeners in understand the importance of having a representative when it comes to making decisions like this, important decisions, what is the biggest mistake that you see people make when they're trying to do this on their own?
Not sure of the premium. Can they afford that? So budget is one of the main things that they need to think about. Understanding that if they work 10 years or more in the United States, that they've already paid the premium for Part A. Misunderstanding that Part B has a premium and that they must pay that no matter which plan they choose. It's not all embedded. So those are two key points. And again, making sure that the prescriptions that they take are in the plan, in the formulary.
Yeah,
because there
that
must
could be devastating mistake.
Exactly. So there are some 200 plans out there. Folks can go through them. They're often misled. I guide them to Medicare and I to take care, or Medicare and You. It's a Social Security document to take a look at all the plans, decide the one that fits their budget, call someone, and have them sit down and go through that.
Okay, so a call to action for my listeners, Sondra.
Call to action. If you have a question about Medicare, no matter how simple or complicated, give me a call. I'm available, used to say 24/7. But I do kind of limit that.
You have to sleep a little bit.
Sleep a little bit. And call me if you're interested in seeing a group seminar. We're working with Microsoft right now to provide a senior series workshop at least twice a month at the Belvoir store. And we have a great following.
Yeah, that's great, Sondra. Well, thank you so much for coming back in studio.
Yep. Thank you, Tina. Appreciate it.
This is your host and mortgage expert signing out for the day. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Have a great weekend. I look forward to talking with you more about money next week. Same place, same time, right here on 1150 AM KKNW.